Become more narcissist repellent in all areas of your life. If you could learn some of these ways of how to become more resistant, you may be able to shut out future narcissists and perhaps also learn to deal with the ones who are already in your life. Just do not let them in. Learn to live your truth and own your reality. Do not give the narcissist in your life too much credit, or any other person attempting to enter your life for that matter. Trust your own abilities, opinions, and values above others first. They are really not smarter, prettier, or nicer than you. Stop falling for charisma and false charm. You are enough, do not be overwhelmed by those who shove their so-called charm in your face. Always trust your own truth first before falling for charming little lies. Just because they are educated or have money does not mean that they are nice people. This is sometimes a facade to hide their evil side, people who are very toxic, cruel, and unkind. Keep your guard up. The risk in the assumption is that they are somehow better than you, which can set up a power imbalance into which it is easier for them to gaslight you to make the same mistakes, or believe that you are inferior to them in some way. Kindness and compassion are virtues, not judgment and cruelty. Do not fall for it. Whether a person is a queen or a regular plain Jane, pay attention to their words and their actions and do not portray them as someone with virtue just because they are successful. Watch how they treat other people. This can be difficult to discern because they are good at putting on a great show for the world but treating those close to them poorly, behind closed doors. There are clues, see how they treat the waiter, the server, any person that they would consider as someone with no value or consequence to their life. Watch how they talk about other people. Before too long they are going to be talking about you in the same way. There are always little tells. Little glances or nonverbal cues. The way they react nonverbally can give you a lot of information. Narcissists' ultimate tell is to watch how they behave under conditions of frustration or disappointment. That is where you usually see it. The usually charming facade will fade to anger, rage, and contempt when things do not go their way. Do not excuse or accept this behavior from them. Become okay with setting boundaries. It is okay to say no, to not give in to what feels like overwhelming behavior just because the narcissist wants what they want. Boundaries are your way of saying no. Too many people who are vulnerable to narcissists are generally people pleasers, and one thing that people pleasers are not good at is at setting boundaries. Set your boundaries and hold them. Stop giving second chances. Second chances are what give narcissists their power. In essence, it is you accepting their behavior. It can seem abrupt to cut a person off after just one mistake, but after they make one mistake, at least be on guard. After someone gaslights you once, be on guard. After someone is contemptuous and dismissive of you, be on guard. After a person is rageful and then tries to excuse it based on a lowly week, be on guard. Being on guard means that you pay attention to determine if this is a pattern rather than just excusing and erasing it. It could potentially save you from a lifetime lost to the psychological abuse seen in narcissistic relationships. Surround yourself with good people. Narcissists, as a rule, demand all of your time and they get jealous when you give it to others. They often prefer to isolate and control people so they can get steady supply, and as a result you might find yourself giving 90% of yourself to the toxic person or people in your life, giving you no breathing room or time for the healthy people, and that will not be good for you. The healthy people are the ones who validate you, who are sounding boards, who do not gaslight you, who have your back, who encourage you to pursue your dreams, who have empathy, compassion, and kindness and listen to you, and you do the same for them. If you have just some of these good people in your life, then you have one of the ultimate narcissist antidotes, and often a way to find the strength to set the boundaries and cut off from the toxic people. It can be very lonely to be the only one who sees the narcissist for who they are. You may get called out for being judgmental or demanding or even difficult. This is ultimately good for you even if you master the fine art of narcissistic repellence, not engaging and setting boundaries. Learning how to disengage is an important part of this, and being distant with new narcissists that you meet works like a charm, because they will become disinterested in you quickly if you are not providing them with any validation. If you could follow some of the things in this content, you not only can become more resistant to the narcissist in your life, you may be able to close, or at least tighten the gate against new toxic or difficult or narcissistic people getting in. What do you think could really be a narcissist repellent, or ways to protect yourself against narcissists? Please share your story below. Remember that people around the globe have access to this platform. We just hit 8 billion people on the planet as of this week. You might just have some advice for some unfortunate soul in the same situation. The more of these things we know, the more we can fortify ourselves against the narcissist already in our lives, and attempt to prevent even more from getting into our lives. As always, stay safe, be prepared, and keep guard of your mental health during these trying times. If you found this content to be informative in any way, please do not forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications on our weekly content, and share this video. Thanks for watching. New Dimension Enlightenment and Therapeutics, the new mindfulness solution.